particular one, I'm not able to stick out my neck to say it is excessive or not because I don't have the full facts. When I mentioned I don't have the full facts, what I'm looking at here is the cost of reclaiming the land. You see, he is alleged to have committed galamsey, right? And we all know from even some of the complaints that we even laid earlier. We even sent a petition to the CID earlier in 2022, etc. What you are looking at is the distraction to the forest, distraction to the environment. How much would it cost to reclaim? So in a case like this, it will be fair to look at that. And so that would influence the amount of bail being set or to be set. So because I don't know how much it will cost to reclaim the land, it's not easy for me to say this is harsh or this is lenient. Yes.
I see.
Because
Yeah.
let's give an analogy. You see,
Okay.
so let's say if 100 million Ghana cedis was lost, stolen, etc. Normally you hear the judge say, okay, post bail in the sum of 100 million cedis, because if the facts show clearly, I'm not saying every mention of any amount, then the judge will put the same amount as bail. No, you look at the facts. If you can show that 100 million cedis left one person's hands and entered another person's hands, and they have since not left that second person who is being accused in
Sure.
court, yes, it would start to reason that the judge can say, okay, post 100 million cedis bail. But let's say if that same 100 million cedis were to come into the hands of the accused, and then the evidence shows that, oh, the accused used part of the 100 million cedis to buy land, houses, cars, and then the facts of the case show that, oh, they have impounded, the police have impounded, of course, then there are issues of go for freezing. So for now, I'm just using the word impounded loosely. But what I'm saying is that if the facts show that, oh, they've taken charge of the houses, the land, etc., and you can see, even if they don't put values by each one, but let's say if they say out of the 100 million cedis, we saw that 100 million is not even up to $10 million. Yeah. But let's just round it up. So if they say, oh, we got, let's say, 5 plots of land in East Legon, maybe Range Rover worth 200,000, Land Cruiser worth $150,000, or even if they don't say $150,000, but they say 2024 model of a Land Cruiser, Range Rover 2023. You see, as soon as they mention a number of things, even without an official valuation, we all have an idea that, oh, a fresh Land Cruiser would cost this, a fresh, So in such a case, a judge may put the bail at, let's say, 20 million Ghana cedis, even though he's alleged to have stolen 100, because in that case, you see that a lot of property has been impounded or frozen. And when I say frozen, sometimes there's no official order yet, but at least what the police are saying is that they have taken over. And I'm saying in such a case, the figure will come down. So it's always about the facts. That's why I said for me, in this Wontumi case, the critical thing I'll be looking at if I were a judge in setting the bill would be the cost of reclamation. Yes. So in that case, we would wait to get a fuller rendition of the facts to be able to make a determination whether we think that is harsh or unjust.
I see. But you listened to Dennis and he ran through all the charges that have been preferred against Chairman Wontumi. He denies all these accusations. He says he's not guilty. The burden of proof is heavier on the state or the Attorney General, for that matter, to prove this, is it not? And so, in the words of his lawyers, to the extent that bail cannot and should not be used as a form of punishment or be excessive, you are looking at it from the perspective of the alleged crimes. You juxtapose that against the amount that has been slapped. Will that suffice?
Yes. Yes, I'm looking at what is lost. Yes, it's standard that a judge in fixing bail will be looking at what has been lost. You see, so Wuntumi's lawyer cannot just throw it in the air that it's excessive. What you are looking at is what's been damaged, what have we lost, what has been damaged, what have we lost. These are the things. Yes, as for not using bail as punishment, yes, that is law. You are looking at section 96, subsection uh, 5. No, actually 4. Maybe I can read it. It's law. I have it here. It says, a court shall not withhold or withdraw bail merely as a punishment. Merely as a punishment. Yes, that is the law. But as I've mentioned, in this case, let's look at the facts. If you are looking at the a license from one company to the other without authorization, all those things, the most tangible one is the distractions. You see, the actual harm in the forest. Those are the ones that you can use to quantify. The other ones are smaller. They are generally minimal, of course. You see, so let's get all the full facts. But let's also remember that when Wontumi went to Iyoko, I think the bail sum was bigger than this. He satisfied it. Yes, let's check the record. At least the last time we knew, in Yoko, the bail sum was not less than 100 million. Yeah, it wasn't less than. You remember that's the one, even the political, the candidates in his party were, falling over themselves to try to help him meet the bail conditions so that they can use that as part of their campaign message to the delegates. But I know that figure was bigger than this, it would appear. Yes, but he met it. So it means that this one is a matter of time. But let me quickly add that, you see, as we talk about this bail, trying to meet the bail condition, one part we need to modernize ASAP is the searches. If you're bringing land, you see that when you go to Lands Commissioner, you want to conduct a search, it's not easy to get a search within a day or two unless you end up paying bribe. The system has not been fixed to give you a search within 2 days if you don't pay anything to induce the system. It's terrible. So I like mentioning it in court to judges that the moment we mention justification, then it means that we are just generally entrenching corruption in the public sector. Ask any lawyer, standard, you are going to conduct a search, you need it quickly for the accused person to come. If you pay just the official fee, forget it. The accused will rot in the custody for more than a month and you will not be done. So in our bid to get the accused person out quickly, you have to, do something over and above the official fee. So
Right.
much so that it becomes standard that, look, the official fee alone to the Lands Commission will not get you
Will not
anywhere.
get you.
We can't build a system like that. So please, we're begging the authorities to look at how to modernize the system for conducting searches at the Lands Commission and other government agencies so that it can weed out this rent-seeking corruption that we are entrenching.
And it's a progressive recommendation. I appreciate you. Thank you.